Welcome to Third Eye Champagne in the living room because we were supposed to film today, Linda G and I, and she ended up not being able to make it. So I had all the setup ready to go in the living room. So I'm going to start out this episode of Third Eye Champagne with a little something different. If you're here for tarot, you're not going to get that. Just had a lot of people asking a lot of questions, and I'm kind of answering them throughout the videos when I do tarot. I thought, well, let me just do one so you can kind of look at one video and have everything answered, hopefully, maybe, I don't know. If you have any questions for Auntie, you let me know, you hit me up, any kind of weird questions, whatever, I will make sure to answer them. The first question I have for Auntie, and of course, I didn't write anybody's names down, so I'm sorry about that, but I'll try to remember for next time. The first question is, how does this psychic stuff work for you? Okay, so I don't think everybody's the same. I don't think it's a cookie cutter psychic thing. I don't think it's a one size fits all thing. I think it works in different ways for different people. But the way it works for me is this. When you see me doing a reading, or when you book with me doing a reading, there are two different ways I do my thing. One is with these guys. Oh, hello. These guys. I put down and interpret cards. I have been studying cards since I was about 14 or 15 years old. I have been doing cards professionally for, 7 years now. When you are looking at a tarot card spread, what you want to see is a cohesive story. What you want to see is this card goes with this card, goes with this card, goes with this card. But when I read cards, I'm looking for a cohesive story. I usually get one. It's very rare that I'll look at the cards and go, this doesn't make any sense. I'm going to pick them up and put them down again, which does happen, though. It does happen. The other thing I'm doing is I take it back, there's three things. The other thing I'm doing is I'm reading energy. So I can read your energy. I can read energy of the future. I can read the energy of the past. I can read the energy of people around you. It comes to me in different ways. I just feel it. I don't know how else to put it. I just feel it. Oh, it feels heavy. It feels light. It feels dark. It feels sad. It feels depressed. It feels this. It feels that. But when I'm reading on the future and I want to know if something's going to happen, I will put out this invisible feeler. I don't know how else to put it. I put out this little tentacle. Auntie has tentacles. And if it feels like I'm hitting a wall, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm hitting this brick wall here, then I know that it's probably going to happen. If it feels like the tentacle goes through it, like it's made of smoke, then I'm like, it's probably not going to happen. The other thing I do is, so I can feel your stuff. I feel it like it's mine. So if you're depressed, I'll start to feel depressed. If your back hurts, my back starts to hurt. Although I'll admit with the body stuff, I've been blocking it lately, probably the last year, because I'm not interested in having your back pain. I have my own fucking back pain. If I'm reading on someone that you love and maybe they're, a continent away, it doesn't matter. Distance doesn't matter. There's no difference between getting a reading from me if you're sitting right in front of me in my living room or if you're calling me from Australia. It doesn't make a difference. There's no difference in quality. There's no difference in the way the information comes or how I get it. It's just not. The other thing that I do is literally information just comes into my head. And half the time, I'm not going to lie to you guys, half the time I'm like, this is absolutely ridiculous. I'm not going to say this. Something will come into my head like, oh, well, your brother was in the mafia or something like that. And I was like, that's so stupid. I'm a writer, so this is my imagination. But I'll say it. Usually I'll be like, I've got this really weird hit, blah, 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 your brother's in the mafia. And they'll be like, oh my God, how did you know that? That's how it works, basically. I also do have prophetic dreams. I have dreams. Those are more personal, really, than anything else. But I do have dreams about things that are going to happen in the future. I have a dream, usually if somebody's sick, somebody's going to die. That's always fun. So that's pretty much how it works, more or less. Some people want to know, okay, so are higher beings talking to you? Okay, so let's go through this because, I'm Auntie is a skeptic, believe it or not. I do get information that I feel is from a source that is not me. However, having said that, I often question, is this something outside of me, like spirit guides or fucking aliens or angels or whatever, who knows? Or is this just a different part of myself that has more wisdom, that can see more, that I'm accessing? I don't know. No, I go back and forth because there's a lot of times where I'm thinking, I am not this smart. There is no way I'm this good of a psychic, or there's no way I have this kind of information. There's, I just think that, there's no way it could be me, so it's got to be somebody else. But then there are other times where I'm like, maybe it is your higher self. Maybe it's some other part that you're accessing. Maybe it's some kind of quantum physics things you just don't fucking understand. I have had whole, more or less, transcripts, because I can do automatic writing. I don't often do it, but of information that either, like I said, either it's being given to me or I'm accessing it, where I will get words in Hindi, in Greek, in Latin that I don't know, that I can't know, in Hebrew that I don't know, that I can't know, that I know I don't know, but it'll be like blah 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 blah, English, and then it'll be this word just dropped in there, Greek, English, and I'm like, well, now what the hell does that mean? I Google, and I'm like, oh wow, so it's this word and it's used in the correct context, and this is the English equivalent, and if you insert that into the sentence it makes perfect sense, blah blah blah. So that's some weird shit. Do you believe in angels, demons, spirit guides? Okay, so pretty much no. There are so many mythologies and so much folklore about stuff like this that I really think that's kind of where it belongs, personally. I don't have that personal belief. That's not to say that I'm right or wrong, or that it does or does not exist, but I don't have that personal belief. I mostly drop it down to energies, and you're either neutral, positive, or negative. That's it. That's how I work. So do I think that there is a distinct angelic or demonic personality out there? No, I just don't. I just think, look, you're either God energy, good energy, bad energy. That's it. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I know that a lot of people in this, what are we calling it, an industry? What are we calling it? We'll call it an industry. They do believe in stuff like that, which is fine. That's their jam. I don't think it's my jam. As far as the spirit guides goes, like I said, I am on the fence, because oftentimes I'll be doing a reading for a client, and this information is just coming into my head. And to me, it feels like it's very neutral. To me, it doesn't feel like it's coming from me. So at that point, a lot of times with my clients, I'll say, okay, your guides are talking to me, because it is a universal language that most people understand. Because, you're in the middle of reading. You don't want to be like, so I don't know if this is my guides, your guides, if guides even exist, or if this is just me. I don't know. You don't want to go into that shit. So I usually just say, okay, your guides are talking to me, and here's the information I'm getting. Fairies, leprechauns, none of that. I'm not into that. I don't do that. I don't go there. It's just not my thing. As with most things, I require proof. Quite a lot of proof before I'll be like, yeah, that's a thing. Why do you charge money for your services? Okay, I get this a lot, because a lot of people have this belief. It is not my belief, but there is a common belief that psychic stuff, metaphysical stuff, the gifts are spiritual in nature. So in my opinion, every gift is spiritual in nature. Every talent is spiritual in nature. Everything you're getting from source. I don't believe that doing this is any different. A therapist, a gifted therapist, that comes from source. Steph Curry, that comes from source. I think it's a talent. I think it's talent like any other talent. Maybe it's weird. It's definitely weird. It's definitely out there. It's definitely kind of like, what the fuck is going on here? And nobody's used to seeing stuff like this yet. But I don't believe that it is quote unquote spiritual in nature. And even if it were, a lot of people find religion spiritual in nature, and those motherfuckers are charging up the ass. I don't find a problem charging for my services, because they are services. It takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of effort. I know there are people that don't have a lot of money that really would like to speak to me or need some help from me or whatever. So I try to hit different price points. You can go for the hour-long phone reading at, $160, or you can get the email reading for $25. There's all these different things in between. So I want to make sure that anybody that really needs me can get a hold of me. Is everyone psychic? Okay, so now I know that there's a school of thought out there that everybody's like, oh, everybody can do this, everybody's psychic. I believe that to a certain degree. This is what I tell most people. Everybody can play basketball. Everybody can play basketball. I can get a ball right now and go outside and play basketball. Am I Michael Jordan? Am I Steph Curry? You know? No. So yeah, you can get cards, and I encourage you to get cards, and you can practice, and you can sit down, and you can do any kind of psychic stuff that you want to do, and I totally encourage it. But are you ever going to be Steph Curry? I got to go to Steph because, hey, I've been a Dubs fan since I was 10. So there is an innate talent to it. Some people are going to go further than others. Some people are not going to be as good at it. You know, some people aren't going to have that talent. Some people are. Some people are going to be amazing at it. Some people are going to be like me. Some people are going to be better than me. Some people are going to be 20 times better than me. Some people are going to be like Linda G, and they can be like, hey, I can talk to dead people. And lastly, the Santos update. He doesn't want to come on camera. He's way over there, and he's sleeping. He is doing very, very well. I want to thank everybody for all their support and everybody sending the love to Santos. He's feeling it. Do you want to come over here? I mean, if a dog could flip me off, he'd be flipping me off right now. You should see the dirty look I'm getting. He's like, no, bitch, I don't want to come over there. But anything you want to know about me, being psychic, whatever, drop me a line, let me know. I'll do another video. Mwah!